As usual, this is State of the Nation, the People's Platform. Okay, so let the children shout for the Lone Stars banner. Good afternoon to you. This is the State of the Nation. My name is Koluba Siafa. I am being assisted by Princess Zuza, sitting in for Magdalene, who is closing on a 2-day workshop on media engagement and electoral coverage. I thought you said you're going to be the light of Africa. How come you squandered those opportunities given to you by your creator? At the least in the sub-region, a Ghanaian commentator is heard in the recently held football match, referring to your national team as can be compared to a second division team in Ghana. What an insult. Your capital city is still not with electricity, water, basic social services have all collapsed. Yet you blame it on 14 years of war. Meanwhile, there have been peace for more than 14 years. Good afternoon to you. This is State of the Nation. My name is Koluba Sefa. I hail from Kolime Town, Vonjaman District, Lofa County. I am a proud Loma man. 100%. The son of a grandson of a great warrior who had 27 children. One is still alive. And that one is 97 years old. She's participating in these elections. And the last time she called me, please come, let's find my voter card. And I went, Mommy, where is my voter card? I said, check in the bag. Last time we placed it there. She said, well, I think you should do for me. If God calls me home, when I go, I will tell you, my little brother, if you don't allow me to participate in these elections, I will not forgive you. I said, don't worry. I will be there in district number 4. Though I live in 17, I have to come to register my 97-year-old aunt in District 4 to vote. I don't know her choice, but because of, as I said on yesterday, because of some technical reason, I will have to accompany her in the voting room. Good afternoon to you, Zuza.
Yeah, good afternoon.
What's going on? Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm doing good.
I'm hearing some interferences.
Yeah,
how are you?
I'm fine.
You need to. No. I'm not getting the. So, let's go on. Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. Sellee.
I'm not hearing you.
Sure.
I'm not hearing you. So deactivate that earphone. Deactivate it, and then try to find another one. Okay, this is State of the Nation. Now you see, it is that earphone that had a problem.
Sure.
Oh, really? No. Oh my goodness. Let me do some adjustment. He's one. Okay, yes, Liberia is on the rise and adjustments made. So yes, Princess, good afternoon to you. How are you?
I'm doing great, Mr. Sellee.
You know,
And you?
where your piece?
This is not working.
It's not working?
Yeah, this is giving problem. So,
okay, but you can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon to you, John.
No, I need you to amplify your voice. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon to you, Mr. Sellee.
No problem. No problem.
No. It's good.
Yeah, that's my way of doing things. Yeah, very forceful. So how was your night?
Yeah, my night was great.
Peaceful?
It was
Where
wonderful.
do you live?
I live around Mauritius Farm Bell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, District 3.
District 3.
Yeah.
That's around the FDA area?
No. Paco Bensa, District 3. Let me just say, what's my representative name?
Well,
oh my God.
Man, you just come in this country, you don't know even know your representative.
CV Bashar District.
Okay. Anyway, let's hope to reach Madeline so she can tell us about the ongoing conference, workshop or engagement taking place, civil society and media practitioners. Oh my goodness. Give me the
charger.
Yeah, from the charger. Madeline, don't worry, I'll get back to you. So this is where we are today but now we're supposed to be talking to the folks from Samuel Enders. If they come any moment from now, if they come late, I will not take them, frankly speaking. Because we agreed 1 hour ago that you should be here 2:30. At 3 o'clock, we'll take Josh Kidder. Josh Kidder is the artist who sang the song Go We Are Go and has made a dramatic U-turn. Instead of Go We Are Go, he's now pushing for a We Are Win. He has agreed to take up questions at 3 o'clock this afternoon. And then later on, 4 o'clock, George Sylvester Modbad, chairman of the National Patriotic Party, a constituent member of the Coalition for Democratic Change, says he had identified some flaws within the Unity Party crowd, and he want to come in and unleash it and tell the people what were the technical. Anyway, let's wait for George Sylvester Modbad, chairman of the National Patriotic Party, Secretary General of the Coalition for Democratic Change, and Acting Director General of the Civil Aviation Authority, and Deputy Director General for the Civil Aviation Authority. Martin Hayes, I'm told, he took off for the United States today for a week-long break, having fun, or at least I made 1 or 2 calls. It was reported on the media that you were given 4 days to resign by the president. You refuted that, and he said, in fact, the president has granted 1 week break to see your family in the United States and returning in a week's time. Well, I don't know where that news came from, but those are some of the things we'd like to counter check and then bring it to you right here on State of the Nation. My name is Chris, and I'm being assisted by Princess Zuza and Princess. By the time we get to Princess Magdalene, we'll try to get to you and then move on to, yeah. So let me acknowledge Orange Liberia as we prepare to go into full-fledged discussion this afternoon on your best bet in the afternoon broadcast. This is Orange Liberia. Okay. Here we go. Orange, man.
Fast-speed internet and portable data. I have no excuse to not get one doctor in my house. Yeah. Let me run now to portal for me and the family.
Get your home internet router from any Orange store or POS around the country and enjoy football data packs that start from $9 for 10 gigabytes valid 30 days to $59 for 125 gigabytes valid 30 days. There's a pack for everyone. Enjoy using the fastest speed internet. Brings you closer to what matters.
Orange.
We don't worry about the direct connection. Oh, there's a package for me. There's a package for you. There's a package for everyone. Small dollar cent. I can reach out my West Mongolia and enjoy with confidence.
To activate star 888 hash or subscribe via My Orange app. $1 gives you 50 minutes on net calls and 5 minutes off net calls, or the same dollar gives you 500 megabytes of data, valid 24 hours. Enjoy using the best mobile network, certified by Ookla second in a row. Visit our website, www.orange.com.lr, or call 1 for more information. Brings you closer to what matters.
Orange. Okay, so welcome back. Let's try to connect Magdalene, and she's there at local hotel in Monrovia, where we all converged to have a meeting of the minds on how media engagement should be during these period. By the time we get Magdalene, we will definitely put her on. But today, as I said, okay, so Magdalene is now live on the line. Good afternoon to you, Miss Sa. So yeah, tell us. Today is the closing of the 2-day workshop, right?
Yes. 2 days. In fact, when it was a media almost participatory development, I mean, it's an engagement. Engagement was the media here.
Okay, tell me, what's the difference between yesterday and today?
When yesterday was opening, and we had some, we had an opening, activities. Yeah, but just to go over it again, we have media and elections in West.
No. What I mean, Magdalene, how today looks like.
Well, I mean, it's the same as yesterday. Participants and participants are only here, and the same. Those who were here yesterday, they are. I mean, participants now, but they were. Yesterday at the workshop, and they are also here, and they yes.
So, you're going to conclude with a resolution or a general agreement that going to guard Liberian media during this election period?
Yeah. So I want to get yesterday, and some of those recommendations were taken, and even today. So I feel aware of the way forward.
Okay, who are those in attendance today? Did everyone return, or they are dropped in the attendance?
No. Yesterday, one or two credits. I'm thinking around. So yesterday, I know they go, and like I said, they participated. Those who participated yesterday, they are all here today, and they representative was there yesterday at the beginning of the program to give a statement, and she came into the meeting as well. So I mean, it's also a wonderful engagement. Yes, this is an opportunity for media and civil society organizations. We're going to be here tomorrow to discuss how we can collaborate and want to counsel the issue of media information me during the time of election. So I said yesterday, during the opening segment of the opening of the program, the workshop yesterday, Madam Nkrumah, being for opening segment there, the media as well as everyone of course need to work towards eliminating fake news, which of course is all around and is giving our platforms here to people who were breaking this policy. So we should not promote the issue of hate speeches and at the same time inciting statements. So we have to get that means this election being one, peaceful election, and this is something that each and every one of us want. We actually want a peaceful election. So we have to end what is, we have to reach what is like being first. So we have to use our examples. Then we have to be very careful on what we say on our various platforms. So in terms of the issue of naming and shaming those who are for the profession, yes, we can and say we can call them to attention. I'll get them to attention and because if you continue to do that, they have the profession to ensure the 20 years of everything we are enjoying. So I mean, how the media and we, if you look around Africa, I mean, what the radio is the same thing. Is the same Africa. So if the radio destroy our country, they use the media to destroy our country. So it's possible to happen anyway. So the media in West Africa. So things are happening here. The same things are happening in some of these countries, the some regions, the entire region. So other countries are better than all when it comes to in the media.
Okay, all right. Okay, did I hear you? It runs to tomorrow as well? I thought it was a 2-day gathering, but I heard you talk about gathering on tomorrow again. Does it extend to tomorrow? Oh, okay, that's good. So that means you're gonna be in studio here tomorrow. I'm tired now, my friend. I'm tired. Who authorized that break? Who authorized that break? Man. Okay.
We have to know information we give to the public. We have to check. So we were getting, some testing that verifies this information. So that was media competition over Africa. Honestly, I really appreciate this engagement because they have brought to my attention was one election exported. And after we figured out, I read it out. And yeah, we tested training on with elections reporting, and I think it's a major, I think it's a big something that great because I learned a lot and all of the because are people who have wealth of experience. Yeah, so
Okay. All right.
We are yes, 2 minutes. Before what I'm launching about the foundation and online, violence against women. I mean, this is something that's not strange, but it is with the pressure, right? Because the issue of online violence against women is something that is all on social media and seeing people talking to me, sending people pictures from way back, and it's actually wrong. And the new thing, the language, to bring women down to we should stop and what is wrong. So we should stop the issue of online violence. Anything we should be able to promote the issue of taking issues, taking people that got the issues the person. So yeah, I think I have to stop now because I don't for something.
Okay, so it's wonderful, and I can't wait to see the end of the conversation. I don't know what there could be a resolution, but is the PUL in it as well today, like yesterday?
Well, the president, the president, right? So yes, yesterday, or I didn't see any other of the yesterday.
All right. Wish you all the best, Madeline. Hurry up and back on base and begin and start from where you stop. Thank you, Princess. Do you have a question for Magdalene?
No, not
No, she said she doesn't have a question for you. So she, oh, you fought again. Remember, you sat in the CC the same way some times ago. All right, thank you so much, Magdalene. Yes.
And we hope that this will continue after this election. We hope that we want more of this engagement so you can serve, as of that we can do as we go to the school, as we go to election because we have to build our platform, we have to name exchange those who are the issue of the suffering of women, the issue of online violence, the issue of this and this information. We have to be very objective. We have to be partial. We have to be in our analysis and stuff like that. So if you want to access this, all of your journalists, if you're not one of your journalists, who are doing comedy, but this is a global profession.
Thank you, Magdalene. Reported where she's attending a media engagement on electoral coverage. This is State of the Nation. My name is Chris. Let's take this break. But now, Josh Kiddo is supposed to be in studio for us to get this thing off our back since it's going back and forth. But let's take this break to be right back. Let's remember what happened sometimes 2.5 years ago.
Hi. Welcome to the Stubblefield Report. I'm Jomo Stubblefield. The Liberian government recently signed an agreement with a Ghana-based aviation company, launching in what this is the new Liberian national airline, Lone Star Air. Now, the agreement signed in late 2020 designates Gold Star Air to manage the operations of the new startup. But many are asking, what does the agreement mean and if it is beneficial to the Liberian people? According to President George Weah, the agreement is designed to bolster tourism in Liberia, primarily to and from West African destinations. Many are wondering if this scheme is able to translate into economic development as promised by the Weah's administration. The study took an in-depth look at the nuts and bolts of the alliance between Gold Star Air and the Weah's administration, and what does it really mean for the Liberian people? The promise of a new national airline, Lone Star Air, remind Liberians of the heyday of Liberian aviation, where Air Liberia was national pride and progress. Air Liberia launched in 1974, but shuttered in 1990 due to a plethora of problems. The recent announcements of the new national airline, bringing excitement and praise, is also asking lots of questions.
Air Liberia was a big pride for Liberia. The idea that somebody could come from Papua on a Friday and go back on Monday, come for weekend and go back. It's the same thing happening from Greenville, Sino County to Monrovia and back.
Roland Momolu Johnson served as director of Liberia's Civil Air Authority and assistant administrator for Air Liberia in the early 80s. He says reviving the national airline is worthy cause, but warns that the process has to be aligned with international standards.
With this Lone Star Air coming back on, yes. Once you can get a good aircraft, registered and train the proper pilots and air hostesses and air hosts, I think it would be a very good idea.
The problem, according to the reports, Gold Star Air does not own a single aircraft and have not launched a single airline operation. All of the aircraft with Lone Star insignias appears to be. According to the aviation blog, 1 Mile at a Time, Gold Star Air has a reputation of promising aviation operations for years, but has never delivered. The Ghana Civil Aviation Authority issued a press release advising the general public to avoid doing business with Gold Star Air, saying that their advertising is misleading and they do not have the necessary permissions and approvals to commence air operations, one of the stated destinations for Lone Star Air. Johnson says in addition to meeting all the requirements to launch airline operations, public perception is crucial. He says Gold Star Air struggles to get permits in Ghana is worrisome.
The concern here is, again, looking at their structure. You have to look at the group that came together for them to come up with Gold Star Air. There must be a problem somewhere. Maybe it's trying to structure Gold Star Air. You see, once you don't have a proper structure, there's a problem with certain things getting off the ground.
Permits to launch an airline without an aircraft, Johnson says,
I will not issue the license. If an airline doesn't have an airplane and they try to get licensed through the Liberian government, if I was up front, I would not issue it.
Visiting Lone Star Air website, it is covered with photographs of young women and no information when Lone Star Air will take flight. And there are no documentation or actual pictures of their fleet. Yet, ceremony celebrating President George Weah's birthday, Gold Star Air named one of their non-existing aircrafts after the president. Now we reach out to the Ministry of Transportation and the Ministry of Information in Liberia for a comment on this story, but we have not heard back from them. We spoke to on condition of anonymity said they are concerned that this agreement requires more transparency for the Liberian people to fully understand the details of the alliance. In the meantime, aviation experts are advising Liberians to demand more information from their government as they wait for Lone Star Air to take flight. We will continue to update you on the story as it develops. For the Stubblefield Report, I'm Joe Stubblefield.
FM 96.1, the heart and soul of Liberia.
In whom we trusted so much has turned their back to us. Who's going to care for us? So we will do this one up to 25 minutes after 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock, sorry. If we don't see George Kidor, I will absolutely rule him out of the broadcast today and henceforth. I don't know what's going on. This is the man when he declared support for Baka. He was in time. The first time I interviewed was from Abuja online. He came in studio ahead of time and then came in pressing twice here in time. But since he declared support for George Weah, he has asked me that he wants to appear. Every time we discuss it, we set it up. Man, the latest communication was at 1:30, telling me I will be there 2:30. What time is it? So we can't keep holding the public with 2-hour analysis just after 25 minutes after 3 o'clock. If we don't see my good friend Josh Kidor. Okay, that's Senzo. Who's going to care for us? The nation is falling apart gradually. Let's take action before it gets too late. Meanwhile, who's going to talk for us when those who will place our trust and ability in to run the affairs of our own pressing, if they let you that? Well, I'm not the one saying this one. All right, I'm just quoting the artist, paraphrasing the artist while we are with my man Josh Kidor, K-Praise for sure. And yeah, I don't know what's happening. I really don't know what's happening. So let me see if I can do this one. Listen to the wordings and then tell me whether we should go ahead with our own analysis or not. So after saying all of these things, man, for one of the candidates in the race, man, what has made this man to change? Suddenly, supporting now the man who he referred to as the worst man in Liberia's history, political history, in terms of the presidency. What went wrong? So, Mr. K. Praise, you got 3 minutes. If the 3 minutes elapse, just forget it. We go strictly ahead with our own analysis. What went wrong? Where are the United Party people? Just tell me, man. You know, before I begin my own analysis, I will do some I'll read out some messages exchange between he and myself. So out of sudden, this man comes by and said, "No, I told you to vote number 2, but I'm now telling you vote number 18." I love you. I swear, they also I don't like to hear too much. I get what I say, yo. Eh? Eh, what went wrong? Okay, this is the original. Let me see what I can play before I can open my troublesome mouth. As a matter of fact, the Champions League resumes or commences. The new season commences this evening, and from England, Newcastle's with Bayern of Germany, and I'm going to watch that game in the bosom of my living room. Yeah, I'm not going to follow any friend say let's go sit down. We watch it into the entertainment. At the end result, I'll be enthused to drink. I put all of them aside. You know, that is the problem I have with my friends now in Brooklyn, especially Paul Soma and the guy who won on the left bank, the guy who won the highest beer drinker, competition, Paul Soma. The father, I said, I've told alcohol bye-bye. Man, I'm alone now. I have no friend in Brooklyn. Yeah, so better. I don't know why when you take good decision, people just look. Okay, this is Josh K. Praise, the first release. Yeah, so you know, a very respected person in our country just texted me, Chris, the United Party people will now tell you what happened. Pursue this man, let him tell you what the sudden change. But Chief, I've done this thing to the best of my ability. We've been on this thing. Remember now, last week he said he was coming, he didn't come. 2 weeks in a row, I've been holding it. No, man, this is total disrespect to me, and I'm ready to do the analysis. So, George, wherever you are, please don't come again. Time is up for you. At least you got maybe the last opportunity to appear on State of the Nation on this matter. From the look of things, you are embarrassed of the decision you took. Because this is not a person that I know you to be. But what is on your mind, what you don't want to speak it out? The last time you even brought the whole thing that produced the sound and all the mixtures in studio. We've always given free of charge. You know, at the end of this music, he spoke Lama. Agala, meaning a God. Agala. Let me go by it so I can know what I'm talking. No, I gotta go by Agala. Agala. Say a God. Myself, when a brother man tells you a God, that means mankind has filled him.
Yeah.
And the only place he looks up for redemption is above. Agala. Madigo may say Allah. And then the Lama Madigo may say Allah. And only the creator can solve the problem. So this is these are the changes between my friend and myself. And as mark of respect for the both of us, this is it. Let me just, because some of you, I know what you people saying now. The fact that you say the man turn, you think the man is the target for me. This is what we said. Okay, so yesterday he said, "Hi, sir. Please make sure the noise is in it. Hi, sir. I'm fully ready for tomorrow as discussed. Thanks." I say, ha ha ha. Okay. Then he replies, "Yeah. Oh no, don't. Yes. Tell all those in the hallway to please. Yeah, ready to unleash." Then I said, "What? Cash?" Then I laugh. Ha 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 ha. He didn't reply to that. What you say? What's going on?
Yeah, he said he would be around by 4.
No. Mr. Kiddo, we set for 3 and you didn't come 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. No, we're not taking you at 4. We're not taking you at 4. We got somebody coming at 4. Then he said, "Good morning, sir." That's this morning. He said, "I'm preparing for the show. We'll be there at 2:30. And I think your show is 3 p.m. I said, "Okay, that's the last. Please, can the interview be done on phone?" And I said, "No, in studio." And he said, "Okay, we'll come." That's the last time we ever talk. Yeah, the reason why I'm concerned, this is the second time in 2 weeks. The last time I saw him on Facebook and asked him, "Josh, what's going on? What precipitated this decision? Tell me." And that's why he told me. He told me boldly, "Yes, I have endorsed President Weah." Let me read it. Let me read it. He said, I've endorsed President Weah. So I'm finding it up. Don't worry, as soon as I find it out. He said, I've endorsed President Weah. I said, okay, good. I said, well, can we discuss this thing on air? He said, yes, I'm coming. That was last week. He made me to publish it on Facebook that he was coming to tell us what went wrong. And then I sat here, I announced to the public, he didn't come. After the show, he sent an apology to me. Sorry, I cannot come until I have a press conference. I don't know where the press conference was held, but he said he could not come until he had a press conference. And I said, okay, no problem. But you should have just told me. And he apologized and he said, okay, can we set up for next week? He said, can we set up for next week? I said, okay. When I said Tuesday, he wanted Monday. I said, no, Tuesday, 3 o'clock. Yesterday, when I came from the farm on Sunday evening, and I saw a message in my inbox that, Chief, I'm ready for Tuesday. And I replied and I said, okay. This morning, he said, I'm ready, I'm coming. At 1 o'clock, the last time I received a message from my friend, John, let me see. I want to be exact before I embarrass my good friend here. But he has embarrassed my broadcast. I don't countenance this kind of attitude. Yeah, I don't condone it. The last time we talked, when he said he was coming, was 7 minutes after 1 o'clock.
Wow.
That was the last time, and that's the time I was producing. Most of you who call me during this period, you don't get anything out of me. Because I'm doing a lineup. I get busier more than today, especially when Madeline is not here. When she's here, she will do the lineup. I will just dictate to her. But today, I made several calls because I was doing lineup. And in that, he sent me, he said he was coming. 3 o'clock. You know, I should have hosted the folks from Samuel's office at 3 o'clock. Because of that, I adjusted them downward adjustment. I told them to come at 2:30. I think they didn't like the adjustment and they stay away. I don't have any problem. Well, how come you will come? You will not come. You'll be late. 30 minutes, 35 minutes, 45 minutes. And then you send me a message, by unconfirmed message that you'll be here at 4 o'clock. No, radio doesn't run that way. You deal with a professional. So my point here is, what went wrong? In your song, you use all the negatives, the bad adjective on this president. You said, if you voted this man, you're voting for Cooch. You said, if you voted this man, you're going to eat Gary all through. In the music, you say you're tired eating Gary. You said, if you voted this man, then that means you are exacerbating the plight of the civil servant. And you gave us the president you wanted. You want your followers to vote.
Then how everything turn around?
So that is the $64 million question. In the twinkle of an eye, when you were here last time with the producer, you told me from here you're going to see Joseph Boakai. The last time, I think it was around March or April, somewhere around there, you performed live at the Unity Party headquarters on Broad Street. Patrick Horner and the other guys were here. They announced it. You went there, you performed. You went back. And you told me your second interview, I said, you were risking your life flying from one city to the other, capital city to the other, or as a musician for a politician. He said, for the sake of Joseph Boakai, you will risk your life to fly from Abuja. Abuja is a hill and mountain. Those of you who've been there, when you're landing, you always encounter turbulences when you're landing in Abuja. How dare you risk your life every time coming to perform for the Unity Party? He said, because it is the last hope for Liberia in this generation. Then Facebook break up. Boom. My good friend Abraham Wian, one time my trainee here who has excelled greatly, and I admire him so well. I still remember AB carrying a little camera. He's posted in the newsroom on Ashmore Street, and he has ascended. That's how human beings should be. can be static. Let me just digress a little bit. I was in the 10th grade SDA High School, Camp Johnson Road. I was living supermarket, Gunnersville, or JJY. I would take the bus would drop me to Johnson Street, then I would walk down Johnson Street, get on Camp Johnson Road, and stroll a little. So those of you who know the terrain very well, the first building, after crossing Broad Street, the first building on the right-hand side, people sit there to polish shoe. That's where I used to polish my shoe. There's a guy there called Akwe. Akwe was polishing shoe there. My interaction with the name, I partially went towards it because Akwe is a Loma name. Sorry, I'm not trying to be tribalistic, but I felt very comfortable with Akwe polishing my shoe. As a matter of fact, Akwe is my father's name.
Wow.
So I used to call him Papa. When I go there, that was 10th grade, right?
Mm-hmm.
That guy was polishing the shoe. 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade April 6 came. When we passed the 12th grade April 6 came, everything chakla. And when things subsided, he came back to the same position. Polished my shoe there until we graduated. I went and had a few time in Lofa after taking the ULN. I came back. Akwe was still there. I went to the University of Liberia. I graduated. Akwe is still there polishing shoes. We entered the master school, master degree program. Akwe is still standing there, polishing shoe. That man is not dynamic. He's not dynamic. I expected Akwe to have presented. Maybe bring one of the late brother, put them in a place, and move on to another career. That is why when I talk about the people that inherited in the newsroom, Abraham William, Musa, Melody Mise, Abigail Duo, all those people under my tutelage, and I'm a proud person. Proud person. So when AB posted here, I follow AB greatly. He has his own view. I have my view. I'll start a broadcast. But when he posted, that's how I called Josh Kidder. What's happening? And this is it. Just hold on. I want to read what he said on Messenger. I want to read what he said on Messenger to me. On Messenger to me. This is what he said. Oh, sorry. The network is back. K Priest. Okay, let me see what I can get. K Priest. Yeah, sorry. I'm trying to get him. By the time I get it, I will let you know. It's reading, man. And okay, K Priest Josh. I got it now. So I'm trying to open the link between you and I. So this is what I asked him. No, we're not. We're on mess. We're on. How do you call it? Online. We're broadcasting as well. Okay, this is what I said. I didn't pick up. Then he said, "This is where I got the interest." Okay, sorry. This is what he said. That's what I want to believe, that something happened somewhere. I said, "Hey, K Praise, what's going on?" After hearing or reading on Facebook, he said, "Hello, sir." Then I said, "K Praise, what's going on?" Then he replied to me. He said, "Too much to say, sir, but we'll be out soon." I said, "Talk to me. Did you meet where? Did you endorse him? Social media is inundated with your news. There, I will be available anytime to talk about it. I think the Liberian people want to know something." That is where that caught my mind. I think the Liberian people want to know something. Then I said, "Let's talk about it today at 4 p.m. That was when? That was since last week. Then he said, "Yes, I have endorsed President Weah with all my heart and support." Then I said, "Let's talk about it at 4 p.m. this week. Last week he said, will be available. Then I said, wonderful. I will be there at 3:30 last week. I said, okay, good. Then, that is September 11th. At 3:58, I'm still calling George. Are you coming? George cannot reply me. September 11th, 4:25. I lectured here again, no way. September 11th, 6:24. After the show, George shows out. Hi, sir. Please, we have a press conference. After the press conference, do the interview on your show. I am sorry. Hello, sir. We'll be ready for the interview tomorrow. That's September 14. This time around, he has chosen his time. And I said, no, not tomorrow, Tuesday. I said, Tuesday next week, which is today. He said, okay, we'll be ready. From there, September 15, good morning, sir. We were on Freedom FM last night, preparing for your show Tuesday. You see, you heard that? Then I gave him a thumbs up, meaning, okay, welcome. Let's meet Tuesday. Then he WhatsApps me and said he's coming Tuesday at 3 o'clock, but he will be there at 2:30. Up to now, George has not shown up. Only to get a verbal message that George will be at 4 o'clock. No, it doesn't work that way, George. We got a program log here. That's how we operate. So I'm trying to get to the United Party people. What went wrong? This man was overly exuberant for Joseph Boakai support. How come in the twinkle of an eye he just changed?
He was encouraging people to vote for
exactly. How embarrassing is this to his supporters? So you see how Liberian politics, you can't trust anyone, even those who are professional. He posted this one. Gardner Johnson of the Restorative Baptist Church said, you people are gospel singers and you're putting politics in your songs. The day the politics turns against you, the singers, you should not come to us, the pastor. I just paraphrasing. What made Josh? No, George, we're not taking you, Chief. You. Josh. See that number of people standing in front of you begging for to take George. No, I have to take this break. I have to take
you gotta take the break.
Yeah, I have to take the break. You do that. Huh? No. Princess, do not be George's spokesman.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
George, we are bullied. Don't get between George and myself. George have to pay for what he did. So let me take this break to be right back. Yeah, see in my inbox. Why you look at the guy and say, stand by your position. We know you to be somebody who is upright. Don't take it. But I will disappoint you. You know, George walked to me and hugged me and apologized. He said he never bowed down. And I said, no, don't worry. And the reason he gave me this genuine, in fact, the vehicle that was here, I mean, came ahead of him. And he has to drive in the compound with a motorbike. So if taking Georgia is against one of my principles, I will advise all of you, please forgive me. We need to George.
We make George the
So by the time we hear from the video engineer,
Good afternoon. Thank you so much, Big Brother Chris. I'm cool. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to come to be able to give some details and some of the happenings, from the background that many people have been wondering about. Yeah.
you called in from Abuja. They were here when you kept it. This minute, George, you gave Joseph Baka a back kick. Tell me what went wrong.
Well, thank you. I think this is the best time that we have to speak about this, to clear the air about how we got over to the CDC, especially our support to the presidency of President George Manawia. We started this process, especially when it comes to mobilizing the opposition, giving them zeal, from the song that you just played, Josh Go, that song gave momentum to the opposition, especially the Unity Party, because I was supporting the Omen GNB fully since 2017, and I was there, and I had to do that song in Nigeria, and the song took over the whole country, in fact, the whole world.
You even gave me a copy, and I asked you where it was copyrighted. He said no, it was free to play. I got my copy on my decks.
Brother Chris, one of the things that we believe in is we believe in what we call inclusiveness. And I think you should mark these points. We talk about inclusiveness. We're talking about participation. And we're also talking about respect for people, whether you are a youth, you are a young man who has something to provide. And we have come on this table. We came on the table of the rescue mission with something great. And one of those things had to do with the song that we did. And that song brought the opposition to prominence. especially the Unity Party and the entire rescue mission. And that song, currently that song is still being used by the opposition, just we ago. And so coming to Liberia with the mind that we will be included, with the mind that we are going to be a part of the process in terms of the structure, beginning from the campaign structure down to the government side. If the rescue mission were to win, and we had the thought that we would have been a part of this process fully. And that is why when we put our energy in, we put our voices in, we were not afraid to speak, because we were putting in everything, knowing that at the end of the day, we were going to be a part of the process. Now, sometimes in July, when I came to Liberia, I was with the rescue team. I went with them so many places, went with them to Banga, to Niba County. I used my own resources. I used 24 gallons of gas from here to Niba County. I used over $600 from my own pocket. And I also, because I took a team with me to these two counties, I sacrificed because I knew that we were part of the process. I knew that we were going to be a part of the process. And remember, at this time, at that point, the campaign structure had not been made. It was never done. So we were waiting, we were looking. So when we returned back to Monrovia, we kept on pushing, kept on attending some of the programs of the rescue mission. But at the time meeting, when the campaign team of the Unity Party or the rescue team was announced, we were left out. We were left out. I challenged the Unity Party or the rescue mission to show me a list where the name K Praise is mentioned on their campaign team. A man who did a song that took over the country, a man who defied the government, a man who went against the president, the government, was left out of the rescue mission plan. Their campaign structure, my name was never mentioned. There are individuals on that campaign team who I know personally, who do not bring anything to the table, who do not bring anything. They don't have any support to the process. We came with our life, with sacrifice to support the rescue mission. But to go and see that the campaign list came out and then they play politics at the level of the Unity Party, plays high-class politics and left me out of the process, left us out. Because of the rescue mission, I came down to Liberia. I even brought people, I brought a studio to even help them, a recording studio. My studio was used to produce bulk of the songs you hear around. Even the vice president's son came to my studio. He produced 3 songs free of charge. I promoted him at my studio. If you hear the song We Agree, we hear the other song called Kush. All the songs were produced recently at my studio by the vice president's son. I took him there free of charge. Nobody gave me a dime to buy current. $5 US, nobody gave me. I did it for love. I did it because...
Sorry for my laughter. Just keep looking into those, the comment section on the screen there. You can see yourself on the screen, right? So just see the comment section. It's so... Chief, don't be distracted. Please go ahead. I'm listening.
So I was just trying to say to tell you that we have put in so much, and we were not afraid to put in anything. I came to this country. I came here not broke. I'm established, man, well established. I have my own company, the recording studio and everything running. I make money every day in my pocket. So I'm not looking up to any politician or anybody to give me anything. But what we needed was participation. When we were left out of the process, that was when the situation came about. Do you know since July to this point, we have been getting invitations from all other parties. Over 3 political parties in this country invited me. I even attended some of those meetings, but I rejected all of those things because I believed, at the time, I believed in the rescue mission.
So, okay, now you get the reason why you changed around. You were overlooked in your own terminology. You were overlooked even though you invested your personal time and energy into the rescue mission. You were overlooked. The listing came out. You were never mentioned. You made an attempt to see
I was opportune to meet the Standard Bearer more than 4 times, and for one fact, I'm one of those closed confidant to JNB. I know him. When I said that, I know what I'm saying.
This one.
He calls me.
You just said this one. When close confidant, and he calls you regularly.
I will not lie. That's one good thing about him. Our relationship we've built since 2017, right? JNB and I, we have a very strong relationship.
Man, you get
They-
for
they-
that relationship.
no,
So when you
the
met
issue
him,
is
what
not
did he
the
tell
story.
you?
He's still my father. I told everybody, I said he is still my father. Now,
Come on, man, you can't say this one.
I
What
met
did he
him,
tell you?
No, he did not
Listen,
discourage me.
You had a
All
concern,
he
right?
said was the campaign is now in the hands of other people. The process, the entire thing is not in his hands. So those who run the process, and, he has set up people already. So that's why he told me. So when I got that information, I said, okay, no problem. Since the process is in other people's hands, then let me try to reach the other people. So I tried reaching to them, but there was no way. We tried to reach out to all of the hierarchies, everyone from the top, from wherever. Still, we could not still find our way out. How can you push a young man away who have sacrificed his life, who came to the country? Everybody was testing me, Caprice. Are you sure you'll go to Liberia? In fact, they will kill you. They will do this one. I was one of those giants, one of those heroes who came back home. There are many heroes out there. There are many guys out there who are afraid to come to Liberia. I don't know for their own reason, but I told them I'm going to Liberia and I will live. And I will be one of those that will testify that I went to Liberia with this condition, but nothing happened to me. So I didn't expect myself to be out of the process. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so Judge, there's a couple allowance to say 2 wrongs can make a right. You were hurt by your exclusion, your exclusion
Yeah.
free. But you chose the opposite side of the person you were promoting, having said all the negatives about George Weah. You think Weah was the next one?
Listen, currently we have two political parties that are well recognized, and I know that for a fact. We have the CDC and we have the Unity Party. So if I cannot support the Unity Party, definitely I'm going to support the other side that is in power or is close to power. So I was supporting the Unity Party that was close to power, and but because of what happened and because we felt disappointed, about the process, so we had to choose the one that is already in power, and more to that, not just about supporting Ambassador Weah, but there are realities. The vision we have for the young people of this country is entertainment. Our vision is actually about the entertainment, and that is one of the reasons why we supported the rescue mission. When I met the old man, I actually expressed to him, I told him, this is exactly what I'm into. I'm into music, and entertainment is my focus. So I think we can work it out on the rescue team. We will be ready to push the agenda of the young people. And that was our focus. So to be left out of the process, especially on the campaign team, that means even if the rescue mission came to power, they will also leave us out. That was just it. Because if you can leave me out of your campaign to go and work for you to become president or to take power, if you can leave me out, then what more if you become a government? If you come to power, you will leave me out.
So, Josh, another point. So it makes me to believe that everything you were doing, you invested in this thing, you had a personal interest.
Entertainment, yeah, for the youth. That was the interest. And I made it known to the vice president. And he knows it. He knows my feel, especially. And that was the point I was pushing to them, that entertainment. In fact, on the campaign list, you will not see anything called entertainment. So if you can even leave entertainment out, that has to do with the young people of Liberia. You know what I'm saying? Many of the time people mock the young people. They will say, oh, the musicians are not doing well. They are useless. But the politicians are not encouraging the young people. And that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? So we need to be a part of the process. Do you know that there were many artists, young people in this country who were attached to me, who were taking that look? Since K-Prince is already on the top and his song has taken over the country, we now have hope that we are going to be in this process. And they kept calling me just to know that K-Prince himself was left out of the process. So those young people, those young musicians who were hoping on me to...
There was collusion somewhere with the UP, the CDC. Were there collusion?
Nothing. I didn't receive a dime from the government, from the president. No. In fact, I was very clear with the president. I said, President, I don't need anything.
I saw you with a photo, and the photo speaks as a journalist. Photo speaks louder. The president didn't put smiles in the face when he met you in the handshake.
No, it was like a drama. When I met the president, in fact, the president was the one that woke up from his seat and started to sing that song. Let me just tell you. He sang the song. He said, this song, I heard the song and everything, We talked, he shook my hands, and in fact, I hugged the president. He was so free with me. Actually, in fact, we smiled through, we spent 1 hour discussing. What we were discussing was just about what? the vision for the young people.
After saying all these mess about him,
Yeah,
that
well,
he
it happens
plunged this
in
country
politics.
into, hold on, Chief. No, don't define politics like that. The civil servant that you spoke for, the children in the video eating with no shelter, the schools you talk about, the Gary you talk about, the Kush you talk about, the people that you accuse of all of these negatives in our society that broke down our fabric. Now you're saying give them another 6 years. That's been.
But listen. The first thing, right. Let me just make something clear to you. I have been out of this country for over some times, and coming back to the country is another thing. Coming to the country and seeing some things that I have never seen. When I was in Liberia, there are things that I have seen now that were not here. So apart from what people have been saying on the Facebook, on social media, we will live outside Liberia. We hear some things that are different from what we see.
No, George. No, George. No, hold on, George. Hold on.
Yeah.
Before you go to that point, I ask you, you were not on the ground when you came here. You were not on the ground. How come you've seen all these negatives and you said the world is now small? Everyone, the world is now in your palm and tip of your fingers. You know everything happening here. How come today you come and sit and tell us that you hear what happened here for you on the other side?
Brother Chris, really, right?
Yeah.
When you live outside of Liberia, you will have a different picture about this country. This is true. I'm telling you. When I entered this country, I did not know that even the streets, the roads in the country have been changed. I don't even know. Seriously, to be real to you, this is for my own conscience. I'm telling you, let's forget about politics, about what I know. There's no perfect government, I understand, but when I came to Liberia, there are things that I saw, but still I try to know those things. I'm just saying this thing, that those things that I saw, I know some of them. Do you know I visited the Invisible Park and I took a photo there. I was so excited. That Invisible Park, you cannot find an Invisible Park in Nigeria that look like that. There is no Nigerian under the sun that will tell you that there is an invisible park in Nigeria or a park that looks like the park that you see there around the Oro area. And it's not only one.
Serious?
I think they have what, 2
You
or 3.
serious?
I'm
Chief,
serious.
You serious? What the judge gave you that you waged this avalanche of praises on the man?
It's about reality. It's about reality.
Oh, Chief,
Criticize.
you telling me
it's about reality. I'm from
Nigeria?
Nigeria. I live in Abuja, the capital city, and the commercial capital city, Lagos. These are the key states, you know, where.
Okay, so no, listen. There's a park in Kaduna.
It's not as
Hold on, Chief. There's a park in Kaduna close to the Nigeria Defense Academy.
No,
it's far better than this one. So don't outrightly say this one. There's no parking. Say the way you live.
No, what I'm saying, not as compared to the ones in Liberia.
No. The one in Kaduna, adjacent the Defense Academy, outside the outskirts of Kaduna, it's far better than
analysis. From your own analysis,
far better than no, but listen, but here, I saw.
We're talking about the facilities. We're talking about things that are involved in that park, not just the name of the park. This one has many things that you will not see in the one in Nigeria that you talk about.
I am telling you, that's where people to step at me. I attended a graduation. 7 AFL soldiers were there being trained, and on this graduation, Madam Sellee was there as the chief of, convocation speaker, and we went. The Nigerian delegation went in that park, and we were yearning for park nature. We got one, but it's not compared to
that. You can say that. You can say, but no. But I know. In fact, I brought Nigerians to Liberia who went to the park, and they confessed that as well. So
Nigerians have not even visited all Nigeria.
But if you do not have a park in Abuja where we know that this Abuja is like Europe, Abuja is like this, so anyway, we can just talk about it, but as I said,
Yeah, please. No, I just trying to counter some of the information. Probably reactions not very in favor, but I know you're strong. You're going to be. You mean what you did, and accept that you're disappointed. Let me tell you about a senator, Grand Cape County, Fremont Taylor. Sorry, you had all the West thing to talk In fact, it took State of the Nation to Sierra Leone riskily when we bust that cartel where Sierra Leoneans were registering in Sierra Leone with Liberian voter registration. This is the habit that has been denying that young man the victory. This time, it was bust up. State of the Nation. When he won doing the campaign, in fact, some of his guys were wounded badly in the head, but he pointed fingers at the CDC, burned down his vehicles. When he won, after saying all those negative things, in 90 days, he went and declared support for CDC and lost several of his supporters. They couldn't believe it. That's what's going to happen to you. We say all these things. We are the West coach. It's not becoming a regular thing. If it is not at Bowen, it is at the Roberts International Airport. Maybe the next week we hear it will be at Ganta. You falsely implicated this president into a coach importation. 2 months after, you are there declaring support for another 6 term. That's been
no. Let's look at the side that have to do with leaving people out who have sacrificed their life.
That's why.
Yes, people who sacrifice their life. Look, there is no young man listening to this radio station now, listening to this interview that would be in favor of what the opposition did to K-Praise. You understand me, right? I think it is totally wrong.
So the decision to endorse.
Let me give you information. Do you know that there are people whose names are on the campaign list for the Rescue Mission who are not even in Liberia? Some are in China, some are in Africa, in Europe, some are in America. Why would you put somebody's name on a campaign list who is not even in Liberia, who is not on ground, and then somebody who sacrificed, use his own money to buy tickets, come to Liberia to support your process, and you left him out of the process? What a blind.
George, you would have just expressed yourself in another track. Come on, compose and think how disappointed you are. Rather than go to the person and you say it's the West.
But do you know today we have people supporting JMB who were not against, who were against him, who were supporting CDC?
No, but George, your record, your character.
No, I know. I'm also.
You're not in this team.
I'm also a revolutionary.
John, right? You're not in it. You're not.
Who knows? Who knows?
Who
knows? You can never tell.
So if we are winning, here comes a new Minister of Cultural Affairs and Tourism.
Who knows?
Yeah, you're going to take that job.
It's actually not about job, actually. It's not about job or whatever. Actually, my stand has to do with the entertainment and leaving us out with the kind of vision that we carry and what we have brought on the table. Intentionally leaving us out is never a good thing. I think we should appreciate people.
This young lady has a question for you, George. This is Princess Lisa. She's here in Magdalene, who is in a workshop. Princess.
Yeah, so George, my question to you is, since you left the United Party because they left you out and you gone to the CDC, has your name been placed?
One of the good things, I'm not even on the, my name is not on the campaign. You know, they have already released their campaign structure, their team, their list long ago. But the president immediately after our discussion, he asked me to be part of his VRP, not just EV campaign team, but the VRP team. The VRP,
what is VRP?
Like the president called.
Another money eating.
It's not that. Do you know that the president was in Bon County? The president was in Bon County, just to let you know how organized the CDC party is. The president asked his executive to place a call to me to join him in Bon County. That alone was a big recognition. After I met him, I came home, and then he went to Bon County. He said, "Where is K-Praise? Please, I'll try to get him over." And I received a call from the executive, not from a campaign, not from anywhere else. So I'm telling you,
that means importance is attached to you.
That's what we're talking about. It's not about money. I don't need money from the president. And I told him, I said, I don't need money. The president has not given me 1 cent, and I don't need it. I just want to make sure that the structure that he has created by recognizing people and giving value to musicians, making them to feel part of the process, that is exactly what I'm happy with.
Okay, George Kidder, stage name K-Praise, the man who is the author of the song, not copyrighted, free to play, We Are Go, we tie with the Cooch and stuff like that. This is State of the Nation. It is 11 minutes after. Maybe we can do I'm not taking calls now. We still got at least 10 minutes discussion. I still not see any sign from the NPP chairman. You see, I don't know what happened. Well, these people can put in for this. I'm sitting putting my program. You call me and say, "My man, please keep space for me. I'm coming to deal with it." Yeah, I keep the space now. You get come. But George, you think Buaka is going to forgive you?
I think there is nothing about forgiving. JMB knows that his team, the rescue team, left me out of the process.
And he took responsibility.
Seriously, because
so that's been frank.
Yes, and so for me, I don't think there's anything called forgiveness. No, I don't think I did not wrong him. I was supporting him strongly.
So let me, when we're small, let me bring it this way. We used to have people with, we organize Bible study. You know, they say they make us to pictorialize heaven and hell. They get the bushy road and the clear road. The bushy road and the clear road. When you go, and don't take the bushy road. I mean, don't take the clear road. Okay? It is wide open going. They try to tell you that nothing comes easily. Curtis, maybe you should have just waited the end, hear from JMB when he's announced. If you really believe in a JMB presidency, you would have just waited. But from the look of things, I think you just want to recognize.
Yeah, like any other person. Who doesn't like good things? Who doesn't want to be heard? Eh? Who wants to be at the back? Oh, is it K-Praise? After doing a song that damaged the government, then you should overlook me and put me at the back and make me to feel like I'm not important. I think it's wrong. Seriously. They wronged me. I'm telling you, it's wrong. I did.
But it is secret dress. And then you, yeah, but he admitted to you and said,
no.
Now let's move on.
In fact, he said the campaign team has been set up. Those who are in charge, they will take over. And that was it. And we ran after them. They could not still.
But you didn't sound apologetic.
No. You know, I respect him as a father. I don't think he should apologize to me, seriously, because he's a father. You know, in everything I do, there's something called clean politics. In clean politics, you don't go like that. You know, you just leave it like that and move. What I'm doing here is that I'm not damaging the rescue mission or the Unity. No. I'm not here. What I'm doing here is that I'm just trying to let you know the reason we left them, and then why we support the CDC. That's all. So I'm not.
So the CDC folks are saying there's a song coming up, which is going to be the opposite to what you did for JNB. Is that true?
We did an endorsement song already.
Well, you released it already?
It's out. An endorsement song is already out.
How is it titled?
There are two songs. One is called "Coming with Fire," and then one is called "Second."
So while we play the JNB, I don't know what you have your WhatsApp. Yeah. You can WhatsApp it to me. So you can please WhatsApp. Let me see what I can play. But while we're waiting for that, let me play this one that you released for Joseph Yuma Boakai. In a split second, you were on the opposite side of his political ideology.
Two fingers up on the peace sign. Pull number 2 on top of 10. Get a peace sign. G. Chicken cake by a nice time. Look at number 2 on the ballot and get a nice sign. Do the thing, don't never start relax. PowerPoint, watch us do the rest. Nobody try not far. They my child is there. They like to show us the way. They can't try it. And they thought they had Maserati. Till we took Maserati. Come and take your whole punch and how to ride.
Okay, all right. So yeah, so that's
Yeah. That song was produced 2 weeks ago at my studio, and I have the vice president's song on the song as well.
sorry. What an engineer! I'm hearing the echo. With the vice president's song.
Yeah. At my studio.
Oh my goodness. I still waiting the one you did for George Weah. Anyway, but you really also Mr. Weah with your own conviction.
Definitely.
Have you said all these things to
definitely. And
why not you go the other side? Cummings was there waiting to receive you. Money back, Jawan Gonglo and others, they were all there. Alexander Colley was there waiting for you.
I think I'm getting some.
Yes, some do they set up and go. So
yeah, Brother Chris, that's the same thing we are saying. We're talking about concern. The CDC showed concern. I didn't just they have been hearing and they saw what happened. They know, and so they have like, okay, let's show our musician concern, make him to feel at home, and let him have the feelings that at least Liberians love him. Even if the opposition doesn't want to work with him, we can work with him. So the CDC has more concern about people. I think that's one of the things I've learned from them. And do you know what? Every morning I receive more than every day, not even money. Every day I receive more than 50 calls from the CDC, from both the hierarchy down to the supporters. Do you know what they call me for? They call me to check on me. How are you, K-Praise?
That's all you wanted.
Morning.
That's all you want.
I'm just. Can you just imagine? Group of people that you sang against, and they loving you like this, checking on you. Look, how you doing? Hope you okay. Feel free, express. They are so concerned. They want to know. A young man who came from Nigeria came to this country that was supporting a group of people, and the group of people turned their back on him. He has now been connected with the CDC, but then the CDC is showing more love and care. I think it's very
before
important.
we take the call, let me remind you of a statement from Benjamin Yeten, a renowned warlord, a criminal from justice. He said to a group of journalists at the executive mansion, giving them $500. He said, look, if they walk further, he said, he stood and looked by. He said, look, gentlemen, let me tell you, a gift from the wicked man is a trap. Is a trap. You don't think the seditionists want you to enter and then to close on you?
I don't think so, because I don't think so because I entered the president's house. This is not about a place. I'm saying his house, and I came out in his house. I was well received.
You were getting VIP treatment.
I wanted to park the car outside. Do you know that the VIP said no, he cannot park outside? Open the Jamaica Resort. That was my first time going there. And they open the gate. Normally the president convoy, once that convoy is in his compound, ordinary people will not, ordinarily you will not just drive in there. Everybody park out. But I remember he told them, look, that guy is a VIP. let him come in. And the president treated me like a VIP. I'm telling you. And I'm so excited. And that was why I even told you, I said, President, I don't need anything from you. Nothing. And let me be real to you. This president have people who support him with their whole heart.
So you didn't bring anything from
nothing. Zero.
So how are you going to pay the fine for the way you treated this platform?
No. I have a relationship with this platform, and that relationship is still stands.
All right. So we open the lines on 077-514-4278. Why the lines that are being open? People say Mr. Weah is very hard to forgive. Some of his close people are gossip in that way. Did you see him like that, having signed all these negative?
I think President Weah is one of the presidents under this song that forgives. If you are checking Liberians who forgive, look, there are more wicked people in the opposition.
Okay, hold it ready. So let me open the line. 077-514-4278. Even Blackie, 1 minute per caller, and straight to the point. Let's hear you.
Well, thank you. My name is David Blackie. My brother, Chris, you are not talking to children. You're talking to well-learned people. You are not different from Jacob. Jacob in the Bible. You are not different from those people. You know the big double-minded?
You're not different from who?
Like the Bible said. The Bible said a double-minded man is sinful. Your conscience, your own message, you don't need to leave your own message. All of us talking to, we are not children. We can understand. You are just saying you want some money. That is you and preach a sermon that you don't believe. It's unfortunate, and you will pay for this in the future. You've damaged yourself. You've damaged yourself for a board of days. And you need to repent. You don't need to repent outside. You need to repent in the church because you have damaged yourself. You don't know what you're doing today. But will judge you.
Okay. Let me hold you right there, Ibel. Let me take the next caller. Are you there? Hello? Yes, what's your name, ma'am?
This is Mikey. They're calling for radio.
Mikey, just hold on. Let me merge you with a female caller as well. Deborah, you on, right? Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, so Mikey, let's hear you.
All right, I want to thank Kipri.
Mm-hmm. Well, how is that playing with his character? The person he declares support for is not a foreigner. The person is a current president. How is that damaging to his character? Okay. Thank you very much. Just drop the line, and another female is on. Ambassador Deborah Blackie.
Yeah, how you doing, Chris?
I'm good.
And good afternoon to your guest. Catherine, I've not seen you. I don't know you. But you know what I want you to do as a Liberian, as a brother? You need to ask forgiveness.
Why?
I gave you going to wheresoever you want to go. Because of the matter that you told the owner that you wanted to build it, and then they said that the team are already being organized and they have put people to a strategic area, and you really wanted to work with him. You should have started in for him and tell him that, okay, I will make my way through and work with whosoever that is here. I don't think that those people are going to tell you no. But you came as a real betrayer.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
It's wrong for you as a young person. You really need to ask for forgiveness.
Thank you, Ambassador. Please drop the line. Robert Wilson is on the line. Robert? Roberto, good afternoon to you.
Thank you.
Let's
I admire over the years. Very brilliant. Sing good songs. But you have been a struggle. This man was all reloaded, saying a lot of negative things about President Weah. You are you don't call yourself king praise. Who the praise on it? You are a king
My man.
if you believe in your conscience, you will not betray what to betray. You know about it? Like you said, right? The people don't, they don't, boy, your own ticket. In fact, you see, we have a elaborate program. We should include anybody who have a elaborate program for you because you stand that song. We just said, no, based on the campaign, we're not going to stand that song. This is why when you bet, you want to judge, when
you got proof? You got proof? You got proof for that? Okay. All right. God is not one-sided. Let me take the next caller. Hello. Yeah. Let's hear you. Just hold on. Let me merge you with Pascal David of the CDC. Pascal, you on? Pascal, are you there? Okay, so Ahmed Hammer, let's hear you before Pascal. Thank you. And Pascal, let's hear you. 1 minute.
So, you know, you want to
Mama, I told you to stop using me as a witness, right? I've told you this to you. No. I'm telling you. No, but just leave me out of the witness. I don't bear that kind of witness, please. All right. Okay. All right. Good question. Good question. Good question. Good question. So much. Just drop the line. Let me take the next caller. Caller, hello.
Hello.
Let's hear you. What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Stephen calling from Salala.
Stephen calling from Salala, Middlebourne County. Let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you. I want to see again.
Thank you.
My concern is, he said he came and he saw things on the ground. But my question is, if he will be included on the campaign team as he was wishing, was he still going to see those things? Or because he was not included, that's why he saw the thing?
All right. Thank you very much. From Salala, let me take the next call. Hello. We will take calls up to 25 minutes. Up to, yes. No, I'm not going to take that one. Please, let me take another person. Let me take another one. Hello. Let's hear you. Clarence, let's hear you. You're noisy. What happened in there? Only because you went. No, hold on. Only because he took this action, so he has lost all his chances. All right. So sorry. I wouldn't give you the platform to throw those kind of harsh words on my guest. This caller is on. Hello.
My name is I'm calling you from Johnsonville.
Yes, Johnsonville. Let's hear you.
Okay, I just want to tell your studio guests thank you for watching what you said. But what I want to tell you is that if you are ever read the story of Animal Farm, this may portray what's going on in Animal Farm. I think your studio guest came to the country for a personal dream. It was better than rescue mission, let me out. Okay, my question to your studio guest, I'm willing to be included by George Williams or the CEO who are going to be according to the issues. And if
Man, the man is already a member of the VIP team. What are you talking about willing to be included?
with the civil servant, the disadvantaged youth, the children who are going to pay hungry, think about you. That's my question.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let me take Hartford, a strong supporter of this platform. Yeah, let's hear you.
Okay.
Let's hear you.
The child will just believe you. Be consistent in life. Don't be jumping from here. You gospel division. Not consistent with a gospel of song. You are jumping to the politics and you are jumping from one person to another person. Let me tell you, that song you said that brought message to the Unity Party. That is not true. The party was already a permanent party before you signed that song.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hold you there. Take the second to the last. Hello. You see that? Huh?
Hello?
Yeah, let's hear you.
Okay, this is John Wilson.
John, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Madani.
All right, quickly, John.
Okay, the brother in there, she's my brother that will bring get on.
Yeah.
The president for food, bringing food. Where's the food now? Why give it away? So it means that you are not. You know how they got down with the.
Everybody sees it at different angle. That's how I sees it. Thank you so much, John. Thank you. Second to the last caller. Hello. Hello. I wonder if these people know the effects. Hello. Yep.
Yeah, this is Harvey S. Cannon from Broadway City to be precise. So my studio guest, it is fortunate to have short people in the midst of people in like Royal. Like, studio there. I'm so much disappointed to hear the song that brother that which that from what talking about we are breaking code, corruption, the life of people of the country, where we need to go. It is unfair to see that brother is not today saying that he is not one part of the campaign or JMP.
Thank you.
And that is the reason it's like a clinical campaign. It is so sad. My brother, I just want to ask you two questions.
No one. You got all the questions, then you start going different side.
Okay, I just want to ask you one question.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get like lawyers to get the resources of JMP?
Okay.
We want to know that you're not part of the campaign, so we want to know whether you came to get the resources of JMP or you came to campaign to let job we have on hip hop.
Okay. If you come to get George JNB resources, let's take the last caller. Hello. Yes. Let's hear you, Chief.
You know, the studio guest.
That's what. All right.
Yeah. Does he believe in a message he propagated? sorry for him. I'm sorry for it. This shows to you how our young people of these days are. But I want you to go with his conscience. The investigation has nothing against it. Let him go with his conscience. But everything with judging.
Okay.
You know? Thank you.
Thank you very much. The last caller. Hello.
Yeah, Chris.
Hello.
Yeah, Chris.
Sorry, I will not take that call. Let me take the next one. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, let's hear you.
Yeah. My name is William Bisane. I join you from a resident in the community.
Let's hear you.
Yeah, and this fellow, you know, actually repent.
For what reason? For what reason? What you call repent? You know the meaning of repent? Hmm? Hello?
Yeah.
No, well, let me talk to the other guy. He said, I'm lying to the people. Hello? Are you there? Oh, man, now you, Chief. Just hold on. The man who said the man should repent. Are you still on the line? Okay, so let me hear the next caller. Yeah, let's hear you. Let's hear you, Chief. Let's hear you. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Let me take the last one, consolation. Hello? Oh, I can't handle all the calls now. Yeah. Hello?
Thank you. As a better president, the last call. Thank you.
I see. For you to talk what you want to talk, if you talk about. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you so much. We can't take calls anymore. This is it. We can't take calls anymore. I'm sorry. I can't handle all the calls. Oh my goodness. Anyway, before we go to George to answer those questions, this one.
Tell you, I saying that.
So George,
I saying the other song, the endorsement song is that.
Oh, the endorsement. The guy got real serious. He got serious when they say endorsement. Let me see what I can download it. Yes, well, why I'm downloading the endorsement.
Okay, thank you so much.
Man, George, if you were listening,
yeah.
I know you were listening. Out of 27 calls coming in, only one person defended you.
Yeah.
Davis. It is now a good sign.
I think it's a good one. My support to the president is from my heart. There's something I wanted to tell you. You see, in marriage, right? If one side is not willing to be with you, with the other side, I think there is no way that you can force it. We tried to force it to work with the rescue mission. It could not still work. So there is no way that we could stay back and say we still wanted to support them. Once you are not needed on the team to play, you have nothing to do on that team. So it's not that somebody is betraying Liberia or doing. The president is a Liberian. Seditians are Liberians also. This country have over 5 million plus, people living here. So those who are even calling, they are just part of those in Liberia. So the same thing. Let's wait for October 10th and see the results and after the elections, and then we're going to come back together and say, okay, whether K-Praise took the wrong decision or not, when October 10th comes and passes, we will determine that. You understand, right? So that's when we know whether Liberians are actually tired or they're not tired. So let's wait for elections. And that's it. So, so
All right,
my support
let me see
to
what
the
I can play
president
this
is
one.
not about money. He didn't give me anything. In fact, nobody even gave me anything. I have my own.
Let me take this one. Just- You want to do a freestyle?
I think the song is playing already. Let the song play a little.
No, but no, hold
Let the
on,
song
hold on.
play.
No, but
The song has to play.
I hear you sing.
It's a new song.
I hear you singing along. I thought you
No, I was just
freestyle.
vibing to the song. I was just vibing to the song.
All right.
Holy Ghost fire demo. Esposa do último demo. Holy Ghost fire demo.
So, Judge, we are at the closing end of these interviews, and the man you refer to as King Pharaoh, biblically, is not a good name. God had in his heart to see the wealth of God before he could let the Israelites leave his territorial confines. Now, this is the man you say, you would tell the Israelis the same, this Pharaoh now is coming with fire. All mountains, obstacles blocking his way should be removed immediately. Josh, you did this from the bottom of your heart. And I want to believe you hold no one apology for this one. Let's hear you.
As I said, I actually support the president from my heart. And, the president is a man who forgives. There are things that I said in my songs, in all of the songs I did. And I told you that I was not in Liberia, I was in Nigeria. And so it's not everything you hear from Liberia can be true. I understand that there is no perfect government. Even this government, I will not tell you that they are perfect. No. There will be errors, there will be challenges, and which I know. But my support to this president is about the vision that we have, and that he is willing to work with as the president of this country. and which the opposition did not agree to work with. And by leaving us out of their campaign structure, we feel that when they come to power, they will also forget the young people and also forget what we have done to the process. Leaving us out of this campaign process was just a signal to tell us that, look, you guys will not be appreciated when we win and when we take over the country. So, Brother Chris, it's clear. I didn't leave them because of anything. It's just because we were not recognized and they were not willing to work with us. Inclusiveness, having us on the team to participate after sacrificing, right? And after doing everything. And that's why you see in that song, the endorsement song, I did not go against, I did not speak anything negative against the vice president, against Liberian people. I am only promoting the president.
Stop Chicago quoting something here. You went to the man's closest rival. Then you said, I was very careful. I didn't use anything.
No, I'm talking about the song. You know, I'm promoting the president agenda because I feel that he stands for the youth and the entertainment that we are yearning for. And the vision is accepted. And that's exactly what I expected from the opposition, to work with us.
So let me just read a few text messages. Maybe you will have to reaction. Chris, this man damaged our president by this song, the time he released it, and the message, what he has to say. If our president were, I will never allow this man to come close to me. This man has no morals. The president decides to be. Let me take this one. Chris, this guy do not have anything to say. This one says, if he could be included on the campaign team, could he see or still see what he saw? Those are questions lingering in the. Another one says, this guy will not come because someone thought he wouldn't come, but now you defy the president, you came. And the list goes on and on. This one said, Uncle Chris. Good afternoon, Uncle Chris. My name is Joseph Colley, texting you from Omega Community. According to that man, Mr. George K., he said he loved the people, and he is a revolutionary. Why you feel to continue with the love for the citizens? In fact, you don't need to join any politician as a musician. Those are concerns coming from Liberians. Those could be convinced by your sons in support of George Weah. They are asking hard questions. Now let's hear your part.
Yeah, let me just address that part that says a musician do not have to partake in politics. It's wrong. Politics started from there. We all know David was a prophet. He was a musician, and he became king of Israel. So the issue of musician becoming a part of politics, we have passed that line already. I am a revolutionary in nature. I speak for what I know. But, you know, in this kind of things that we do, once you are not accepted on a particular team, pack your loads and go. It's in the Bible now. You know, it's when you go to preach and then you are not accepted. What do? You say, dust your feet and run and never return. So if the man is not accepted on your team by you, what do? The man has to leave. So I don't think there's a marriage that is tied, that cannot be broken. No. This is something that we decided to support and we gave our all to it. So let me just say thank you to all our Liberians out there. I did not betray you. I'm still with you. Okay, praise, love all of you, all Liberians. But my focus and passion is for the youth of this country. And that's why we keep pushing the entertainment agenda. And that's why when we were not accepted on the rescue team, we decided to redirect our attention to the CDC. And then our agenda was accepted at the CDC. The president received it, and he's willing to work with the youth of this country. He's willing to work with the vision that we have in terms of entertainment, growing the entertainment industry of our country, and which president has already done. He has started doing. He has worked with a lot of musicians in this country, and we feel that by the vision we have provided, we have given him, we think that his next 6 years, which is going to be making two.
Sorry, I don't know who is disturbing this broadcast. Just keep calling. We're not taking calls anymore. Keep forcing. I'll put it on and just walk out of the studio. You alone, he'll be there talking.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
so
Josh.
we believe that his second term, he's going to do well. He's going to do more, especially with the entertainment, and that's exactly what we are praying for. And we know that it's going to work because he has already started engaging in that line. So thank you so much for hosting me, and thank you to our many Liberians who have been following, even those who are against gay praise. I love you, and we are together after October 10. Hopefully, I will kill a cow at my house, and everyone will come so that we eat cow together, cow soup. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Oh, I think I'll tell you.
Yes, you know, after election now, you know, when President Weah Chalben elected for a second term, we will now have something together. We chill together, we drink some wine, some soft drink, you know, and we do it together. So thank you.
Thank you so much. Let me do this. Okay, so at least we've gotten from Capri's why things broke loose. But quick, take Gabriel Williams. Gabriel Williams is in the United States. He once upon a time worked at the Liberian Embassy in Washington, D.C. He has raised a lot of concern on the condition, the physical of the Liberian Embassy in Washington, D.C. Gabriel is now live on the line. Gabriel, good afternoon to you.
Morning from my end, Chris. May I just ask, how are you doing?
I'm good. At least I've recovered, not 100%, but at least I know what's going on now.
Well, thank God, your health is important beyond all else.
So let me ask you this question. I read a news article in the perspective about how you look at the Liberian Embassy. It does not look like a foreign mission representing a sovereign nation downtown, somewhere around in Washington, D.C. How does it look like?
Well, thank you for the opportunity, to just engage you on this very important matter. It is not, but the article is, carrying all of the major publications in Liberia, Front Page Africa, the Daily Observer, the Inquirer, and other outlets that the way you named. It's not about what I said. It is just a reflection of what is happening with the embassy. The embassy of Liberia in Washington, D.C., or near Washington, D.C., which is proper diplomatic lingua. It is, our premier embassy is the most important foreign mission. Our country has the special relationship between the United States and Liberia. So, it is pretty much our lifeblood or our lifeline. So it is very important for us to keep it efficient, for us to be more effectively engaged with the Americans, because with the U.S. being on par with them, it helps us in our development, it helps us in all of our policy endeavors. So this is why it's important. Very functional.
I also got a tip of the Liberian diplomat is thrown off his apartment because he cannot. Is that true?
Yes. In fact, I reached out to this diplomat after our press statement came out yesterday. Basically, reflecting how the embassy, our premier embassy in Washington, D.C., is, almost at a point of collapse. Most of the diplomats have either been recalled by the WIA government or they have expired, their tenure expire or will be expiring at the end of this year as per the State Department directive. And you may recall that, the State Department brought these people since 2021. You have an embassy that was better functional as soon as the WIA came in, and he appointed a new ambassador, and they started taking changes. I felt brought the embassy to where it's at. Now to New York, I will find out that this thing is like a plague. Many of the embassies are infected, and people just cannot talk. Take for example, people here at the embassy in Washington D.C. The government owes them 3 months in rental every year. And at the end of September, it's going to be 4 months. Meanwhile, they have not taken place since July. People live here in America. They also pay. And coming back to this colleague that I just heard about, former colleague, I don't work in the diplomatic world. This man and his family got thrown up their apartment. New York. Now live, with some family people, he and his wife and children, with some family people in Philadelphia. These are things, foreign policy people know, the foreign minister is aware. They give priority to any of these things. And the mission this fellow works on is like giving constantly in New York. They generate revenues. That's how the Liberian embassy in Washington, D.C. It's a major generating revenue means for Liberia. Hundreds of thousands of dollars are remade on a regular basis. I worked as a senior diplomat at the university for years, and I was involved in a lot of the activities. Okay, so I am aware. And during Sellee's time, there was no understanding, or to some extent, there was an allowance, for them to have what they call the cost of living adjustment. Because you have the diplomats making $1,000 for Liberia. How much is it going to make here when the people got their families? They rent that. So there was an allowance that some of the money for the consular fee, the people could help to keep the light on, to keep the food on, to keep all of these things, the services on. The diplomatic ambassadors, official residents, have to keep those properties, functional, to get security guards, to keep the lights on, all of these things. These things are collapsing to the point where they didn't even have, the phone was on for a month.
When you were there, when you were there, I'd like to ask you this question before we sign off. How was the maintenance regime looking like? You're not the only embassy in that area. I still remember the Democratic Republic of Congo, or one of those Eastern African countries adjacent, next door to you. But if you see one embassy we're taking care of it, and the other is in dilapidated condition, that which happens to be our embassy in the same vicinity, what comes to your? How did you people go about maintaining the compound and in terms of cutting the grass and stuff like that?
Look, in America, the people have rules. If the grass is overgrown, you get communication. The city will contact the State Department will reach out to us. If you have any breach of security on the ground, the Liberian embassy, our facility in Washington, D.C. is unique because it is an old property and we got huge land area. Yeah. Where to the extent that what the other embassies, they come and have events there. You need regular security. All of these things are gone. I myself, up to this time, they refuse to pay me my money that they owe me. But if they don't do it, they themselves will continue. Because in the other Liberians, they're not going to shortchange you while they are losing all the money. So they need to do what is right. I will continue to direct because human beings cannot continue to live.
So how you guys used to cut the grass?
There are people, there are services, private services that are hard. You know, for example, you talk about yes, there are people who come and cut the grass. They have their companies. They are private companies. If you give them the money, they're not going to provide a service. Just as if you don't provide the money to keep the electricity on, they will come and cut it. They don't care whether you're university or, for example, you live in somebody's home, the landlord, you can't pay their rent. Like in the case of the fellow in New York, they're going to put you out. They will send you notices, and then they will go to court, and the court will enforce that. Like I told you, I just in court where they took me to court for non-payment of rent, and we are, and the foreign minister then now, they refuse to lend credence, even the embassy reach out to them. These are the breaches, and real practices these guys are undertaking. What people are strangling. You won't believe it. You have your bills, and you have to come to work, and you can't get your pay. Money, they going now. People are strangling. This is unacceptable. And all the money being transferred to Liberia. This greed and just the looting of our country must be brought to an end. And we to take this matter up after Liberian university here in the United States and use my progressive means to draw attention to them because I'm a taxpayer here. They are stagnating me. You got people all in the government that are being formed, from the president, the foreign minister, the acting minister, now Comfort Sawyer, they are all aware, but they all think years. The people who are having leadership in our country, these people have been through all the apartments and they're traveling. They don't have any concerns.
Okay. We're sorry about that. And let's hope that your condition, your situation can be handled, and that of our mission in Washington, D.C. We don't deserve it. And other countries are flourishing. We ourselves should be flourishing as one of Liberia being a traditional partner to the United States. We need to live in conformity with civilization in the United States.
Yeah, and one of the things I need to ask, Mr. Kimi has several of his family members that he has deployed at these embassies. And if they continue to push this thing, we're going to name and shame them. And we name those people, personal family members they've deployed. They won't come over this thing. They're not going to bring our country down. So let the message go out to them.
Okay.
I want them to understand that. This is unacceptable. We've done too much for our country for them to come and bring it down. Look at the passport scandals going on. They destroyed our country.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Williams. Let's see whether we can follow up with the Minister of Foreign Affairs through his office, Assistant Minister for Public Affairs at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Mr. David Akwe. Will try to follow up this. What is the condition of the Liberian embassy in Washington, D.C.? Princess, we've come to the end of today's presentation. Thank you so much for your support.
Okay.
Thank you so much for your support.
Thank you too.
Okay, so see you on tomorrow. Unfortunately, the NPP chairman did not turn up, even though he asked for the time. But never mind. We are here to serve everyone, irrespective of their political background. And something just before I go. I listened to a few radio stations this morning. This DC campaign is carrying advertisement to those stations and leaving us out. But then every morning they run it coming here to use our airwave to market campaign. This is honest. You can't treat people like that. You can't treat people like that. We might likely change our editorial policy to show to somebody that, man, we're not stupid here. You go, and we are intellectual. You go distribute it to radio stations, you play it, you pay them. You don't bring it here, but then every minute, every morning you want to be on, every afternoon you want to be on. We're going to accept that. You don't, your money so bad for, no, if it is bad money, we work for it. Give it to us, we will play your jingle, you pay us. But you can't deny us your jingle, then you want to use the airwave. What is that? This thing is too much now, man. Too childish. See you tomorrow.
Let freedom ring and women happen. When we allow freedom to ring, when we let it ring from every village and every hamlet, we will be able to